Hello, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Can you hear us and see us? I'm sure you can. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, I see us pretty much on everywhere where we're supposed to be on. So, we are just three tonight. Welcome to our room. Let me just put the chat maybe in and see how that goes if we overlay the chat. Okay, so the chat will be on the side. Uh,
But I can see it here too. Oh, okay.
Hello, Horst One Portrait. Welcome back. And Maureen, welcome back. Yes, we come to questions soon. Okay. Um, First, saying hello to everybody and welcome back. Horst One Portrait. This time, try to get your question in earlier. I'm sorry we didn't get to your question last time anymore. Do you all have other pages on you? What's the YouTube or Facebook? Well, we are on YouTube and Facebook. You find us on the Sixth Sense Squad. Okay, so right now we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Kick in the same time. So wherever
But
you.
on Facebook, sorry.
Hmm?
I wanted to say, but on Facebook, we are also tagged as individual, I think. Um, we are all tagged with our personal accounts in some posts.
Okay. What's this noise? Is that just me?
It's my next.
No,
Give me a second.
Do we have a bird here?
I have. I
Oh,
forgot.
that's your bird. Okay, okay. Now I know. Okay, okay. So, um, I think very important in these days is the daily energies for people to look at because they are very intense right now, and they cannot be ignored anymore at this stage. It's really, for me to start with, it's really an energy what doesn't leave you a choice to develop or turn the other way around, right? Um, we've we saw this movie yesterday about the Mayan curse. I would like to share. So it's a movie, okay? You make of it what you like. But the story was that this archaeology professor found found texts about this tomb where every 3,200 years the black star will come back to earth and bring the dark out in humans, right? um, and right now I'm not sure if there's a dark star or any astrology guys did find a tomb and release something, but it's pretty sure in the energies astrologically speaking, and also what I see with people I'm working with, you have to face it right now. And if you don't face it, you really go pretty mad or not in the right sense. So it's really advisable to flow with these energies of transformations right now. So that's just my input on this transformational energies. Um, some of you two would like to change what you feel about the times we are in general, the energies we have right now.
well, I pulled a card for today, and we have infinite love, transcending also. So yeah, I agree with the fact that we need to transcend mm, some things that may come up in order to find clarity and avoid manipulation. It also, this card has a lot to do with the crown chakra, so a lot of communication, but it's more coming from the stars. So yeah, it's about also integrating these truths or information that may come, that may be new and need to be integrated as soon as possible. And yeah, about what you said, um, I do think it has something to do with this darkness that will be seen because we have sacred traditions and navigate intention, which look a bit like our ancestors. And yeah, that's it.
No, I got also the message of Storm Angel, which usually comes when in front of a lot of transformation or some shift energetical. So, which could be whatever you said, because that definitely comes when things can be changed or transformed, and it's a massive shift around. So no, I kind of agree with that. So I kind of thinking at the moment it is a very powerful transformational moment. My bird says so as well. Something happened to
Yes.
them. They started to be very like feeling some as well, a bit different energy.
He gives messages to your bird.
No, I mean like he started to be a little bit like today, very active, which also can be indication of some energy shift.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yes, they are definitely intense. So, who's here with us and who has a question for us? Please like us on Facebook, YouTube, follow us, or Twitch, wherever you follow us from right now. And we are happy to answer questions. But please share the stream, like our page, wherever you found us, and we are happy. Yasma, welcome back. I hope you're doing great today.
What else is happening
You are
astrologically?
astrologically. We have
I
the Saturn
saw a
in
lot of,
retrograde, which,
okay.
and I think two other planets. Mercury should go retrograde soon too again. Uh, we are out of.
Chiron's energy. Do you know something about Chiron? What other people may not know? Because right now it's pretty intense. I just know it's about the inner child and transformation.
Okay.
What happened? What about the nature?
Um, with what?
What you mentioned about inner child, something. So
Chiron. You know, like Chiron,
mm.
the planet.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Aries.
So what is Chiron? Chiron is the wounded healer.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's forced. It's a force healing. If you resist, it will turn the other way around. So that's interesting.
And it is the end, the last quarter of the moon, because soon I think on 18 it should be the new moon.
Yeah.
Okay. So We have questions here. I would think we start with Jean. You. She has a whole description. Um, if you don't mind, read that one in the chat. We answered the question for her last week about her courses. Um, so I see she wants to do a cooperation, so she postponed her courses. Um, so the question I will put on the screen, which results out of this, is, oops, sorry guys. My question is your guidance on how will this go, how to market, to unfold this optimally. So, okay, that's a few questions in one, but I think we can pretty much give you a direction there. So, the cooperation is with a lady called Elise. So, yes, ma. We will get to all the messages. We have 3 on the screen so far. We start with Jean, and if you could be patient for a couple of minutes, we will get to you the next or after the next one. Yeah. So one after the other, just starting here with Jean's transformational course business marketing. So whomever is ready, please feel free to start the reading. I know it's a bit of a bigger question. Mhm.
So it's like advice she wants. Am I correct? Her cooperation.
Well, yeah. What do we see how it will go? The marketing and the optimal unfolding. What are the components for this to fall into place as it's supposed to and reach the most of people, I guess?
No, I think it should be going well because my message is it's a wheel. So fortune, 3 of cups upside down, but 6 of cups in the right position. So in any case, generally, so if she invites people, there will be people. So definitely they will come to this session or her presentation. I don't know how she's or like whatever she is launched. I don't know the way how she's going to do this webinar. So, but it should be all right. With the wheels of fortune, it is usually sweet. It is like options up to her, so she has to make her own decisions as well, kind of between the choices. Because wheels of fortune is kind of when you have to switch up to what you exactly want to get, like between the different options. So pick the best option which matches and fit with you. So but I would be saying that all messages for me they kind of positive, and that's why I think people will come, and it's also a suggestion maybe for her to be very creative in this moment, maybe include her inner child, or if she has some communication or participation and engagement of someone else who can help. So definitely 3 of cups, it's about teamwork, something about collaboration. No, and with 6 of cups, it's again, it's about inviting your inner child, inviting other people, and through some um, spiritual part or something, not spiritual part, but through her creativity. Thank you.
Should I go or would you like to? You are on mute, by the way, but yeah. Um, okay, so when you said this, that you use the north node and south node and so on, I also have this past life regression card here, which makes me think that you should use, first of all, the talents or what you are most attracted to working, and maybe even go more deeper into that. So it's like all these options are good, but don't try too much to present too many services. um, Dance with music. Oh yeah, it was for the last. Yeah, don't present too much what is not moving forward in your progress. So if you dance more than doing past life regressions, then you should, so to say, integrate that thing that you like into your work. And yeah, kind of keeping the integrity of your business so that it's available to people, but not too available to everyone.
You done? Jay, can I go? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I was asking if you're done and I didn't get an answer, so I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No.
Okay, so dear Jean, I see you with us and you can hear us. So I looked at both sides, right? On one hand, Elise, and you on the other side. What you bring to the table? How is your corporation, right? I have to say, I have a lot of cards I saw in your last week's question of the same thing. Um, I start backwards now. In terms of marketing or formula, I see clearly something standing out here, and that is that you should go for more corporations. First of all, for your self learning in this corporation. Second of all, that you will attract the people and bring the people to the table, and that you will act as a presenter and put it in your own words. So I think the marketing should really be something around joining the tribe and identification thing. Okay. It seems like people look not just for transformation, but also the community aspect and to belong to a tribe. Okay. Um, that's more what I'm seeing. And the visionary thinking to me is more to incorporate it on long-term corporations. Yeah, that would be very important to do that, dear Jean. Um, in terms of challenges in the corporation, I mean, in the beginning, and that is a warning, and don't be scared about it. It looks to me like I have the working together in reverse. Okay, so it won't look like the best corporation in the start, but then we go to cleansing negativity, which doesn't work very well either because it's in reverse. But then we have the symbolic interpretation and the community as a bridge cut. So you will learn in this process how to work and handle this different kind of people, and you seem to have your talent just there to find the right kind of way of working with all of these people, and that's what I'm seeing as a formula. So Elise is the right one to start, but the challenges is basically what will teach you. I think the cooperation is great, but since you have a hard time in modern worlds finding holistic masters but know everything because they don't have all the elements but just five, um, the corporations is actually the perfect way to enlarge this project and go on long term. That's what I'm seeing here for you, dear Jean. I hope that was helpful. The outcome card is opportunity in adversity. Okay, so take the challenge as the pivot point and not as the problem. Is You're very welcome. So that was Jean, and then we can go to Maureen, who is the next one who asked the question. So I put Maureen on the screen. Uh, Maureen, are you with us actually? Because I have a question to your question. You said your husband a message for you, please. So I assume he unfortunately left us already. That's why you're asking this. Is that correct? Maureen, are you with us? Because Cairo just wrote us he has a power outage. He can't be with us. So everybody who was here for Cairo, you have to excuse him. He doesn't have electricity. Maureen is with us. Okay. Thanks for answering that. We will get to you in a second. So whomever has the message for Maureen, please go ahead.
Okay, Maureen. Um, I have this number 3 here, so it's either 3 people or um, a family or a place where you were connected. I do see the distance, but you have opportunity in adversity, number 13, which kind of reminds me of rebirth. So, mm, there is something what has not been fulfilled yet. There's something that remained out of this. He either didn't reach what he wanted to reach, that may have something to do with a house or a place where he wanted to visit, something like this. Um, but there's definitely this number 3 is creating something, and no, we actually have 3 times 3, also the Empress. So there's definitely a strong connection between you two, but there's also this distance card which shows me that there has been something what has not been fulfilled, but the most important thing here is he's telling me that is the connection between you two. Yeah, I don't really get many things.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I agree with your perception. There's definitely something he wants you to know. I got something about a house or a property or a place you were in holiday together where there is something you should look at, or he wants you to look at or go back to that place. Okay. But it's more that the undertone is that he feels like you miss some knowledge here about the bigger picture. Okay, so you definitely want to have a look at that, Maureen. That's what I'm getting for you today.
Um, I actually also thinking I agree with that because I got Ace of Pentacle reversed, and that could be something about, I don't know, finance or material, something what maybe he wants to tell but can't at the moment, because Page of Wands, it's about communication reversed. So, and um, another side which I also, and that's why for me it comes that he wants at the moment her to listen to the signs of intuition, because she came with the princess of Nautilus princess. It's about personal growing. So in any case, it means you're very sensitive. You have them a strong intuition or something. It's also about different abilities of you, but you need to show it to others, kind of to feel about that, or kind of, because you're really strong, but maybe you don't think sometimes so. And also there is another fairy which showing the way. That's why it's kind of more you getting deep into spiritual connection or your intuitive connection. So better you will, or your husband will lead you through the storm and to the right place, because this fairy brings sometimes, like, it depends which way you go. And he wants you, like, kind of get out of some stuck, because maybe you're a little bit, I don't know, something about being stuck as well. And you may, that's what he also wants you to push yourself through personal growing, through maybe concentrating on those inner spiritual like intuition, listening to your guides and things like that. So that's what I could. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question we have is of Horse Drawn Portrait, our friend of Twitch, and he would like a love advice from us. Are you with us, Horse Drawn Portrait? Can you hear us? Let's have a look what we get here. You can. That is fantastic. This modern technology is just amazing. Huh? I didn't even pull a card yet, but it already feels heavy, my friend. Let's see. Hope I'm wrong.
Mm. Can I start?
Yes, please.
Okay. Mm. So there seems to be knowing. It can come out of you.
Mhm. Hello?
Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better now.
Is it from me or
It's better for you, for me as well, because before I also couldn't hear. Mm. Something with connection, I think.
okay?
Mhm.
Horse drawn portrait. Portrait. If you hear me now, I was talking
Yeah.
about there being inner know.
But I think it's again started. Your connection is playing.
Um, we definitely have a problem here with the stream. I don't think, yeah, your connection doesn't is 8 of 10, so it should be good enough. But the problem was on the restreaming end. So I think people can hear and see us now properly because unfortunately, Jay, most of what you said, nobody could hear it. It pretty much froze for everybody, I
It's
believe.
because of the energy of the reading.
Oh, okay. Can you give it another shot? Maybe
Sure,
without crashing the servers this time.
sure. Dear horse drawn portrait. You and your boyfriend have an inner knowing that there needs to be there is something that needs to be talked about. I'm not sure which one has deeper knowing because maybe one of you has some secrets, but there is something that will come to the surface sooner than later because it's just accumulated there, and you either transcend that. We have again the transcendence card, or it can become much harder for you to even. It feels like there is not even a stable base to this relationship. There is something that needs to be revealed, and I do feel that you can transform through that and maybe even work together with this person. But yeah, mm, hmm. There is definitely a disbalance right now because of that thing, and it needs to be worked on. Maybe it resurfaces. There maybe it's something that you don't even know or don't even remember. Um, but what I know is that even if this tower moment happens, after you kind of will feel better because at least you have clarity. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, so I also would say that there will be, there may be already some issues in your relations, because for me it also appeared with the heavy energy and with what she said, that for advice, because they got for advice moon upside down and empress reverse, so both messages reversed, and the moon definitely indicates that something have to come out, like kind of it needs some clarity onto something, maybe whatever you at the moment, maybe it could be some, I don't know, in a fearful thinking, but something has to be worked out and discussed, whatever at the moment is not really proceeding or whatever, because generally for situation I got magician, five of swords reversed, and ace of pentacle reversed. So five of swords, it would be the message when your partner, I think, or whatever about whom you're asking your partner, so there will be some selfishness in actions of the partner, or challenge, because fives, it's a challenges, and it could be some actions which you will not like, which can hurt you in a way, maybe by saying something. That's what very often happening sometimes. So we just try and maybe not to create, of course, or avoid different situation sharpness, because if you will try, for example, maybe not in diplomatical way to figure out something, there could be some rejection back, because that's what fives comes. It's like consciousness of your partner gets out and tries to do whatever, just not what you want, I put this way. And that's where maybe there could be some situation which needs to be figured out, because I kind of think maybe not enough understanding or generosity can be coming from your partner, and that's what you have to deal. And because otherwise you can get a little bit like the Queen of Pentacle getting to your like you feel helpless in a way, that like you wanting something, but it happens not like it's like somehow I think you want these relations to work out, but problem could be on another side. Thank you.
Okay, Hawthorne portrait. So, you with us, I know it. I have a question because I heard Jay saying, are you the her or the he? Because to me, you feel like male energy, and the partner you talk about is female. Am I wrong for what I'm feeling? It's not that it matters for the reading, but I'm generally wondering that. So, um, it's a difficult one. You the male one. Okay, then I picked up right on it. Look, I okay, then I picked up right on it. Look, I want to give you an answer which is completely spiritual honest. You might not like what I tell you here now, okay? But what I'm telling you is that you are together with one of your soulmates. She is in your soul group, and you are supposed to meet and learn something from each other. But you are not supposed to marry each other. Okay? If we look at the preposition between you two, I have all reverse pulls. Okay, there's no reason for you to be in love. Okay, sorry if I sound so harsh now. Okay, I get that you can love each other because you love each other's souls, but if it's the eros, the partner love, we should question. So you will nonetheless, no matter what I say, go on with this and do this experience. But my advice on long term is see if you stay with her, you might block something else from happening. And you hear what I'm saying on soul level here, okay? So it can work and it will work for a while, but the main advice is, to me, you grow together right now. But if you are supposed to grow together to found a family and be together as a family, is the question you really should ask, what your soul connection is and what your personal mission this lifetime is on soul level in love. Okay. This is what I want to give it. I know it's not completely your question because it doesn't directly answer your question, but I'm confident that looking at the next steps, you will figure it out and you will grow together. Okay. Nonetheless, I would question it on a spiritual level in the relationship. I hope I wasn't too harsh and didn't slap you too much here, but I like to be honest because it's pretty clear in the cards and what I'm feeling. And that's probably why I felt the heaviness, because the weight is on the wrong corner. It shouldn't be on law, it should be on spiritual cooperation than to make it perfect in love right now, because maybe it's not meant to be or maybe you just meant to grow together. Okay. But for my thing is really question your mission in love this lifetime on soul level, and that will probably give you the answers you're looking for. Okay. Dear horse-drawn portrait, that's my answer for this question. Okay, so I hope that was somehow helpful. Let's see, who did we have next after horse-drawn portrait? Jean, we answered. And then we had Jasma, who wanted a message for her mom. Jasma, are you still with us? I put you on the screen.
I think Nikki was first,
No,
but I'm not sure.
no, Nikki was later. I go just down as it is in the chat. Nikki is later. She's the next though. Okay. Yasma is still with us. Okay. Is your mom with you? So she just wants to know what we see for her right now. Is that correct? Do I understand that correct? No? Okay. Did your mom pass away, if I can ask that? Okay. Sorry to hear that, first of all. We will see to tap into it and see what messages we have for you today. Unfortunately, our amazing Min Yan is not with us, who is so amazing in tapping into the realm of the unliving. But I'm sure we are able to provide you with a message.
Okay, I can start. No, your mom definitely loves you because I got Knight of Cups, and it's about protection, about care, about love, which she could be wanting to give you and always had for you. Because, yes, it's your mom, and that's the Knight of Cups. It's about those feelings and emotions and connection on heart chakra. The Fool reversed appeared, and with this could be the journey. So she wants maybe you to find your personal goals, to enjoy, like, I don't know, to be on your journey path, spiritual path, like maybe at the moment she would be wanting to protect you, and she is trying to protect you, but she wants you also to be yourself watching and observing what situations you're dealing with, because Fool is reversal, and sometimes it can be or not having enough trust to universe, or maybe even making some sort of maybe wrong steps, like, or whatever later on make for you thinking why I shouldn't do this or that. But mom is observing, watching, and trying to protect you. I also got from spiritual messages, ghost of the past. So it's about the past memories, and she wants you always to, whenever you need a moment, so you can address to her your problem, a situation, and ask for help, and she will be there. She is following you because it's a ghost of the past. So mom is with you. Thank you.
Okay. Um, I have in the middle avoid manipulation in reverse. So I do feel that she's helping you on this path. I also think there are still some residual energies that may still influence your perception, as like influencing you or trying to limit you in some way. But she tells me that the playfulness and these symbols or messages that she sends you, you should maybe pay more attention to this, because sometimes you may think that she would have liked you to do a specific thing, but maybe she doesn't. Maybe her perception changed and her role in your life changed. That's what she's telling me. She wants you to cut something out of your life, something that may have put you into a dangerous place emotionally. I'm not saying that you cannot get out of that, but that's her role right now, to bring you clarity. I have clarity 2 times. And yeah, even change and upgrade your relationship with her, and in the same time upgrade yourself. Yeah, that's what I have.
All right. Yeah, just my I agree with my two colleagues, of course. Here, uh, look, there's something. The spiritual messages, the nourishment. Mm, when people pass away, they get a lot of clarity again, but they are not allowed to share it directly with their beloved ones, even if they are still with us and all of that. So there's definitely a message that the spiritual clarity um, and feeding that, nourishing your spiritual knowledge is extremely important for you right now. Doesn't mean that all the rest of your life should be neglected, but she seems very devoted to the belief that uh, that the good life comes out of spirituality. Yeah. And she wants you to pay more attention. I agree with that. What Jay said last. She has the feeling that things go past by you in your daily life, but also on spiritual level. So I think it's good to pay more attention to this right now, dear Yasma, because she seems very active right now in her guidance, leading role, and very with you right now. Okay, so I would definitely advise to focus on this right now, and I'm sure you will get some precious input from this. So that's my message to you, dear Yasma. So we had another question. Maureen, we do one question per day per member or per streaming session. Okay, so Nikki was the next in our list. Um, so she starts a new job soon, Nikki, and wants to know if it's a good move or what do we see, what can we advise her considering this. So this is the original question. I put that one up, but it's the same. You're very welcome, Yasma. And thanks for being with us again. Somehow I think we need 6 cent squad background music. I think we need to work on that.
I thought about this today, but I didn't want to be the only one who plays music.
No, there's a way to put it back in here. I just didn't find it yet. And we even have a whole library what we can choose from. So I need to explore that. So Nikki are you with us still, Nikki?
Adrian, if you want, you can put a press or plus under the screen. There is a plus and then add background music. You can pick.
Okay, let me just try it since
if you want.
Yes, I absolutely want it. Let's see. Loaf. Chill.
Some different options, and one of them background music.
Okay, Nikki is with us. Isn't that groovy music, guys? Okay, let's look at Nikki's question. Okay, I need another song. This song is not good. Ambient.
Who wants to start? Huh?
No, I changed.
Oh.
Hey Maureen, welcome back. I saw your second question, but right now we take one question per member per day, so everybody can get their turn. Okay, I saw your second question, and I'm afraid if you could next Friday or one of our other streams, we are happy to answer it. Okay. So, Nikki, whoever is ready can start with Nikki's reading.
I don't necessarily want to start.
Okay.
Well, I can start. So I got this hangman, which is showing you're getting into this and being now connected with the organization. It's certain roles because it's under Libra. So with the Libra, you have to agree like to certain things to feel, like everything corresponds to your responsibilities and the kind of thing you already discussed, all these contracts. If you're starting new roles, so you have to be sure that all your duties and responsibilities and whatever you have been discussed, you're going to bring and carry well. So, and you got the Three of Pentacles, which is about your teamwork. I kind of thinking there will be a team and you will need to be constructive in this team, and yes, that will be a part of your another thing, offer them different constructive methods for solutions, like teamwork. prepared. So it depends on how good you will be dealing with other people's as well. No, that's what you got. So I kind of thinking maybe you will be a little bit worried because I also got two of sets, and that could be um, maybe you're feeling nervousness, like to be very initiative in the beginning, or you in any case a little bit nervous because it can be hesitations about um, certain actions. So maybe in the beginning when you will start, you'll feel a little bit nervous whether to push into some, whether to show initiations or not. That could be but I would be suggesting, like kind of again, check through whatever were your obligations to be sure that everything you done well. And yes, and you becoming a part of the team and building on a communication with them. Thank you.
Hello. Um, I'm not sure why I got this card. Um, I feel like it's more telling me that people in general tend to misinterpret you, or there's just some kind of clash that could come in terms of communication. So, yeah, I would initiate or integrate myself in the workplace, but it seems for me that you have two things that you're looking at the same time. So it seems like you maybe want to escape from somewhere else, and that's why you go to this job. So just be careful that you leave your personal problems or decisions that you have to do out of this. Your decision on getting this job should not be based on this. Otherwise, I feel that it could help you transform emotionally and put more boundaries to what you want to give as information to other people. Mm, yeah, it can always be a competitive energy in the workplace, but I don't feel that it's gonna be that bad. To be honest, it's a challenge for you more, and yeah.
No, yes, I can also add. That's what I thinking you need to deal with is communication with others. Is the only one because she picked very well, like whatever I want to say that there could be some kind of with this communication with others. That's what I try to focus on that.
Okay. So, dear Nikki, first of all, um, I have as a central card the cause of imbalance. Okay. The thing is, though, and that's not in my cards because it wasn't a question, but the thing is, though, that the job is a necessary choice. It's not like a luxury choice. It's good to have a job, right? And have this security. So, right now, it seems like, and what I'm seeing is that I think that's what the previous readers also said, the disbalance is not that strong. Okay. There's a lot of perception what will shift over the next weeks, and not everything is as it appears right now. Okay. So in my opinion, and from what I'm clearly seeing here, is that some things you will let go of and some perceptions will shift. I see a positive outcome on the long run with this job, but it's the change inside because the job is not necessarily changing, but how you feel about it and how you handle it. So, Nikki, for me, it's walking forward with what you have right now and the change. Okay. In perception is just to make it more bearable, better, until a new choice is taken and appears. Okay, because I have a situation here where it's not a choice to take this job or not. So the question should really be, how can I arrange myself until the next job comes? I see you having other opportunities, but I see right now that this is a bit of a test as well, okay, to arrange yourself with in order to receive more kind of a spiritual test. I know job and spiritual test, but that's really what I'm having here. And I have the subconscious interpretation as the outcome card, which clearly states to me how the cards are laying here that it's a bit of a test and that there can be more coming for you, but you need to arrange yourself with how it is right now. Okay, so that's my answer, dear Nikki. Um, I yeah, that's this one. So, um, we have a. Okay, I'm glad that we provided you with the answer what was helpful, dear Nikki. And I hope it goes smooth for you and the transition will be nice, of course. So I would think we take one more question and then it's for general reading. Well, what we see here, I have that of Valerie. She wants a general message, general reading. Uh, and Maureen, as I said, what will happen later is if we have more than one question of a person, there will be options to skip the row and all of that. But we are not there yet. Right now, we take a question per person. Okay. But we will change that soon. So I apologize and I don't want to ignore you, Maureen, but we have no choice right now. Hmm.
You're not on mute.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just amused by the reading. You're welcome, Maureen. So, dear Valerie, sorry, I didn't laugh about you. I was just amused by the cards I'm having here. See, funny enough, I have the intuitive knowing in reverse, okay? That means your intuition seems pretty blind right now, and all the other cards tell me the same symbolic interpretation, courage to surrender. In other words, you are supposed to drive without navigation, okay? And that feels pretty unsecure. I understand that part, okay? So to give you a bit with on the way, there's knowledge coming your way. Uh, it feels like a period of drought, meaning that could be the money flow, that could be the love, attention, friends, family. So that comes after that phase, this period of drought, but this period of drought, so to speak, creates the balance of power, the polarities in order to get to your there's a takeoff after that. Okay, the takeoff means it will go upwards afterwards. But right now you're in the recharging phase. Okay, and supposed to learn something. But I see it going and moving after this. So right now it's, yeah, for the lack of a better word, a moment of fate that everything turns out as it's supposed to. But the clarity I cannot provide you. I can just give you the security that it goes upwards after. Okay, so that's my answer for you, dear Valerie, as a general reading or message.
Okay, I can go. To be honest, I saw from the beginning a person. Um, it may be somebody who you were together with, and the split was so painful that maybe it made you feel that you cannot go forward anymore in the things that you started. But I feel that you this clarity you don't have this clarity because you let your thoughts get the best out of you, and you felt it, like this disconnection from either this person or from maybe spirituality, the universe. I'm not sure what this disconnection is, but it's blocking your what you were supposed to create, because once you feel this pain, you are supposed to change something, but you don't take the chance to even go forward with this change because maybe it's too painful for you. You can't really um, don't know how to integrate your emotions or deal with your emotions. And there is definitely this change coming, but you need to have a bit more trust that there are more options out there for you. Yeah, don't feel intimidated by whatever defeat you thought you had. That's it.
I also would be saying that something from the past definitely is there, which you can't. The god again, ghost of the past, and they suggest to clean up time. So you need to, and message of the death and queen of wands and nine of cups. So there is some energy from the past which holds you from your um, realization, like from you to be maybe proactive or creative or loving or achieving love, whatever, because we check in general for you. So something what you want in your life. But you need to clear up, because that's a time for you at the moment to make clarity, to transform, because death it's a Scorpio. Scorpio comes about talks about your inner transformation. So your inner energy has to be changed, like maybe everything, whatever pain was you dealing with, or if you felt some guilt or something. So it all should be um, like think in this and try to kind of let it go. And then you will be feeling all this kind of queen of wands, means that potential in you very strong, but you need, yes, to trust universe, to trust yourself, to trust in that. And that's when your nine of cups, and you have to picture whatever you want proper and clear, like, and then you are on the right path for realization. But until you will not fix your past, it will be still a bit tough timing. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for being with us again. We will have more streams, so check out like our pages so you can get notifications when we come online on any of the pages. I thank you all for being with us, for your question, your interest, and we shall see us later in a week from now, the same time.
Or maybe if it will be different, we will put a different timing as well. So check.
Yeah, check it out and stay in touch. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye.